My name is Elisa, and this is my husband, Joe. About 3 years into our marriage, we decided, it'd be great if we had kids.
Yeah.
And then a year went by, didn't have kids. And then that kind of started having us thinking like, what's going on here? And so that's when we decided to say, hey, we've been sitting under Pastor Parsley's ministry for so long. We've seen him pray for families to have a baby, and we've seen them have babies. So we said, we need to have him pray with us.
Our pastor always talks about getting God's attention with a seed, and it doesn't get God's attention if it doesn't get your attention. And we brought a very significant seed, and Pastor prayed with us, and 6 months later, we were pregnant.
I was at a church service on a Sunday morning. At one point, he stopped in the service and came over to me and prayed for me. Little did I know, 5 days later, my water broke and suddenly we were in a crisis. I was gonna have this baby today and I didn't know what to expect. I was so scared. I'm in the hospital, my baby is on the way so early. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew that God was in that room and I knew that God was gonna take care of us because of all of the teachings that we had with Pastor Parsley.
Because we've seen him go through these things, he's modeled that example for us. So Alexander was born at 6 in the morning and he was 3.5 pounds. And that's a very tiny baby.
One of the things that Pastor always talks about is how God can move mountains in your life. And he'll say, give me this mountain. And so that's what made me start crying because in that moment, that was our mountain. Finally, taking him home, that probably was the greatest day. I think about that, nothing missing, nothing broken. And our son spent a substantial amount of time in the NICU, but now he's home and has nothing wrong with him.
If you're not committed to sowing a seed, then you're just gonna always allow that to be like an obstruction in your mind and your spirit. And once you push that and get that taken care of, then you're gonna be able to receive the words that Pastor's speaking unobstructed. I'm living the result of the things that Pastor has taught us, and he's said, follow me as I follow Christ. He's like the Apostle Paul, he's said that to us. And so I've followed Pastor for 20 years now.
And being connected with Pastor Parsley's ministry ahead of time helps build that foundation so when something does come up, you're not trying to strum up that connection. You already have it there. You already have that seed sown. You already have those prayers prayed. You already have that connection to this ministry. And when those things happen, when those big crises come into your life, you have that foundation set up.